Whoa, there's suddenly so many people following me at one go. Wow, it's intense. It's just growing and growing. Welcome to the Public Investigator. On this show, I'll be doing the digging on a range of digital topics from scams and fake news to cyberbullying and influencers. On this episode, I'll be investigating a topic which some of you may be curious about, the world of faking your social media numbers. Popular on social media has a ton of perks, and many have even made careers out of it. In the last 10 years, the influencer marketing industry has really exploded.
Today in 2020, the number of people that are active social media users, right, is 3.8 billion. That's 49% of the global population. Social media, right, is the most powerful media platform across the globe.
Almost all forms of digital marketing briefs that we get today, if there is no budget allocated for influencer marketing, it seldom would be a campaign that goes forward.
The social media space is huge, but in this episode, we're just going to focus on Instagram as it's one of the most popular platforms for influencers and for the marketers that want to engage them. So, what does it take to get to the top?
I started blogging at a really young age, like maybe 11. But like, if you said like making money out of whatever I'm doing on social media, I would say around 16. So now I'm 24, so it's about 8 years.
I only started taking it seriously as a job, as an influencer content creator in 2014.
It took me 12 years and perhaps 6 to 8 years before I gained a sizable following or got my first paycheck.
There were many times throughout this entire period where I wanted to give up. There's just a lot of negativity, but I'm glad that I didn't allow the negative comments to stop me from doing what I love doing.
I know how hard it was to build up everything. I know how hard it was to get from zero to where I am now. But it also comes with a lot of timing, luck, and persistence.
I had a full-time job. I was doing lecturing and a lot of part-time jobs because food blogging is an expensive hobby. I have restaurants, I pay everything my own, and so it costs a lot. And buying equipment, attending workshops, all this requires money.
It seems like many of the successful influencers did things the hard way. They built up their following slowly over the years, just like how you would build up a traditional business. But there are many who just want instant popularity, and to get them there is a whole industry of faking your numbers, and that is what I'm going to be investigating. A week ago, I did an experiment to find out more. So I've set up a fake Instagram account called Anyhow Shootla, and now I'm going to try and buy some followers, likes, and comments to help me become an influencer from scratch. So I've gone on Google to search, and there are so many sites providing services like this where you can buy anything you need to build a following artificially. I'm here on this site now, and the reason why I chose this site was because it says Buy Instagram Followers Singapore. This is important because when a brand tries to engage an influencer, they will typically ask for a screenshot of their demographics. If a brand is based in Singapore, they would want you to have majority Singapore followers because that's the target audience. So this would be, I guess, pretty ideal. So let's see. It's 500 Instagram followers for £8.95, which is about 14-15 Singapore dollars. It's one-time, quick delivery, 100% safe, real people. Oh, when I click Let's Buy, it put me in a different website. This new webpage they've directed me to no longer has the word Singapore on it. So I'm gonna buy 500 Instagram followers anyway, and then we'll see on the phone if it's really like from Singapore. I don't know why I feel so nervous. Ta-da! Let's see how fast it is. 0 followers, 0 followers, 0 followers, 0 followers. What happened to the promise of quick delivery? Shall we just move on? Let's try a different website. This website says Instagram followers and likes in minutes. So that's better than quick delivery, which is very vague. So this website looks way more professional. They even have graphics with proudly delivered 25 million likes. They really take pride in this scam that they are running. They even have a segment for feedback. So they have customer feedback and reviews, and there's like a little smiley face there. You can basically buy 2 tiers of followers on this website. High quality followers, which is just accounts with a profile picture but not much else. Or premium followers, which are real people, apparently. Well, I'm just gonna go straight for premium followers because I want my account to look super legit. Okay, so I've just purchased 500 premium followers, and now they say sending followers. Let's see. I have 198 followers! I'm gonna be so successful at this, guys. That was really quick. 210, 211, 213, 214, 217, 220. Whoa. What's some followers without likes, right? It will look super inauthentic if I have 5,000 followers and 0 likes. So you have the option to buy Instagram likes as well. They actually give me the option to split the likes between all my posts. Because the most recent post is a video, you not only get 166 likes, you also get 166 views. This is such a scam. So my purchase of likes has already gone through and the expected delivery time is 30 minutes. So it's split between 3 posts, so it's 166 likes per post. So 166 times 3 is actually 498. So even though I paid the high price of $6.99, they scammed me of 2 likes. Not pleased about that. But the likes are coming in. So I see people liking my video, people liking my photo. 12 people have liked my photo of toilet paper that says very important. 16 people have liked my photo of a plant. The video of my dustbin had 3 views. Oh, but I refreshed it and it jumped up to 178 views. Oh, that's even more than 166. So I got more than I paid for. Nice. I currently have 509 followers and I'm refreshing it right now, but it's not jumping anymore. I can't tell if the followers have come from the first or second website because there's like no differentiation, but the likes and views are definitely coming from the second website. So I'm just gonna go into one and click on the likes. And they are all from accounts that have extremely European names, like Anna Malowinska, who has 0 posts and 24 followers, and who is following 0 people. Actually, all these followers look super dodgy. And when you click in, it's so obvious that they are bot followers because like, this is obviously not a real person or someone who is active on Instagram. So I've gone on to a different website that says buy Instagram comments. So you can choose custom, that means you enter your own comments, random or real. So I clicked on real and it's more expensive obviously, but real Instagram users and influencers with 10,000 plus followers will post relevant comments on your Instagram post, limited to 1 order per post. That's so special. Should we do that? Okay, let's do that. Okay, so now I'm gonna buy 5 custom comments, meaning I'm gonna be the one coming up with the comments on my plant post. So I've already done real comments from real influencers, custom comments which I created myself, and now I'm gonna do random comments. Wow, there are comments coming in for my toilet paper post. Following everything you do, stunning, a bunch of emojis, true icon, I wanna have all of your styles, thanks so much for sharing, this is stunning. Okay, well, that was quick. Okay, so I'm clicking into a few of these and they all look like real accounts. So some of them are private, so can't be helped, but the ones that are not private are full-on accounts with consistent photos from the same person. These are actually real people. So I'm gonna click in and DM some of them to start a conversation. Alright, if they reply, I'll give you guys an update. Oh, okay, guys. This is very exciting. This is my first real influencer comment on my dustbin. The comment is pretty good. Who is that for? Haha laughing emoji. Not bad. Let's click in to see. 11.9k followers, Nathalie from New York, and all her pictures are stock pictures of different cities with 0 likes and 0 comments on all of them. This is not the real influencer experience that I paid for. I thought it was gonna be like someone who had a real following. This is just a fake account. Oh, and a second Instagram influencer has commented, open, close, clapping. Okay guys, I'm starting to get the hang of this. It's also 11.8k followers, which is exactly the same. All the posts are of pasta, and none of these pasta posts have any comments or likes whatsoever. I bet that it's the same person managing all these accounts who's just going in and creating these comments because they are personalized comments. The most recent comments is, hey, there is a straw inside, which is really relevant to my video. But once again, when you click in, it's 16.1k followers and it's a private account. So money well spent? Not. So another kind of service that I found is a follow and follow service. So what this service will do is go and help you like and follow a whole bunch of accounts in hopes that they will like and follow you back. And I guess after a few days they unfollow. I always noticed that this like fresh fish shop in Singapore always follow and unfollow me, and it used to drive me crazy, like what are you doing? And I used to think they were just being really passive aggressive about me liking salmon but not buying from them. Now I realize it's probably a bot. A bit embarrassing, but the first time they followed me, I thought maybe they want to give me fish. Because that's why my brand will suddenly start following you, right? Okay, so now I'm in, but now that I'm looking at it, it's a monthly subscription and you know, they bill you every month, and I don't I don't really feel comfortable giving this website that I don't know my username, my password, and my credit card information. It's just too much, because what if they don't let me cancel or make it really, really difficult and complicated, and somehow it's just a step too much for me. I won't be going ahead with this. Honestly, I don't think this is a very good service, because you're giving them your username and password to do following and unfollowing with your account. So if you're like a really big account, or like you have personal friends on your account, anybody can click on the people you are following and see if you're following any dodgy characters. Like, what if they went to follow like a bunch of porn stars, you know? So another common thing that people use are pods. So pods are basically groups of real people with real social media accounts helping to comment and like on each other's posts. So these groups are usually found on Telegram or Facebook, and they can go up to 20 or 50,000 people. But there are a lot of rules to join a pod. As far as I know, this method is super common because, you know, like it's in the grey area of whether or not it's ethical, because some people think that, well, they're real people and you might know each other and develop friendships through this method, so what's the problem? Especially for the top tier pods where maybe only people with over 100,000 followers, like people who are established influencers in this pod, are commenting and liking on each other's posts. People are just like, we're helping each other out, so that's no problem. But I don't know, some other people think it's unethical. And this is just based on my experience with people in the industry. Okay, so I'm gonna check out this pod on Telegram. It has 27,000 people and there are so many rules before you can join. Okay, so basically what you have to do is like all the posts on the recent most posts going back 24 hours. So anything posted within the last 24 hours, I have to click on all these individual URLs and like every single post. I need to catch up with all of those posts before dropping my link in, and there's no exception, because if I don't do that, I will get kicked out. Okay, so now I'm looking into the requirements of this pod and I actually don't meet the requirements. Like, I'm not eligible to join because you need to have an active and mature account to join, and you need at least 50 posts published, and I only have 3 so far. So I can't join, but I'm looking at the group right now, and the thing about Telegram is that you can see all the members of a group. So I actually recognize some names on here. So I guess it's no surprise that I actually know quite a lot of people who are in pods, both influencers and casual Instagram users. So I guess for some people it's like fun, but honestly, it seems like a lot of work. Whoa, there's suddenly so many people following me at one go. Ah, this must be the other 500 Instagram followers that I bought. Wow, it's intense. It's just growing and growing. Okay, so I'm looking at these accounts as they're coming in, and I'm assuming that these are the followers that I bought that were from Singapore. None of them look like they're Singaporean accounts. They're all like European names, which is honestly kind of disappointing. But when I click into these accounts, they are real accounts. Okay, so it's been about an hour since I started buying all my likes, followers, and comments. I actually bought 1,000 followers and I have 1,012 followers now. And I bought 166 likes per post, and now it's about 200 likes a post. So I'm just gonna be monitoring this account for the next week and we'll see how it goes. I lost a couple of followers and all my custom comments have come in, but this is quite irritating because they all came in at the same time. So dodgy. The likes have dropped. That's weird. This had 200 likes yesterday. 188 likes. Dropped also. The views didn't drop. I don't think that can. But the likes also dropped. And I am still missing 2 people who are supposed to comment, my 2 real influencer friends. I still haven't gotten 2 of the influencer comments that I paid for, and I'm steadily losing followers. So I had 1,000 plus when I started the experiment, and now I'm at about 957. My followers are still steadily dropping again. I've actually even gone to leave comments on people's photos, but I've been ignored, and nobody has replied my DMs. So it's been a week since I started the experiment, and over the last couple of days, nothing much has happened. I've been losing about 10 followers a day, and I currently have about 900 followers. But I'm thinking, 900 followers is still 900 followers. When a marketer goes into this account and they did not come with us on this journey, how will they know whether this number is fake or not?
Is when you see a growth, a quick growth on a profile, but then you look at engagement on posts and you don't see any improvement in the number of likes and comments or views to the videos. And so you say, okay, how did you gain 10,000 followers and the average of your likes, it's still the same? I have to be honest. If a person is really careful, they can actually fake all the numbers. But I can say one thing, the costs, it's a lot.
We study into a few things, follower to following ratio, engagement to follower ratio. We also study the follower activity. If the follower is completely remain inactive, not just not posting, but not engaging with anybody else, we will test all this and then we formulate an algorithm that will give us a prediction in terms of a percentage value to tell us whether they are bots or not.
So now that we've learned more about spotting fake numbers, my next question is this all legal?
There can definitely be legal consequences. Whether these are, penal and involve the government, I think potentially, but remains to be seen. In terms of contract, for example, definitely that's a legal consequence as well, and that's definitely possible, and you expect that to actually be used.
So I'm pretty sure that there are influencers who fake their numbers, and we know that they can be taken to task. So why haven't I heard of any clients actually taking legal action?
The cost of going to court is not insubstantial. Right? If you compare that to the value at stake for any particular influencer, the easiest thing to ask for would be a refund in whole or in part of what has been paid.
This is a super new industry, so things are not so clear-cut yet. But I think we can all agree that people do want to prevent influencer fraud. So, what does Instagram have to say about all this? According to Instagram, they have a combination of automated and manual systems that can help them catch suspicious activity, and they also have an anti-spam system that runs 1 million checks per second. And each day, they block millions of fake accounts at registration. And what happens if Instagram discovers fraud? An account will get disabled if they violate Instagram's community guidelines. At the end of the day, there are many deterrents to committing influencer fraud, but it's not impossible to get away with it. So those who want to cheat the system will keep trying. And what happens if they're not kept in check?
If clients engage you today and they don't see results, they will eventually find someone else. It's just whether, this breach of trust would kind of affect all our clients' opinions, do they think that every influencer is a cheat now just because they had one bad experience?
I think marketers are getting better and more savvy in measuring a 360 approach rather than just looking at numbers. The ones that are looking at things from a longer term perspective, doing things correct, will then survive in the long run, and the truth will speak for itself.
More so than ever, there will be a governing body that would start being the symbol of quality. And we watched that in e-commerce, right? So back in the day, we just had blog shops. And VeriSign came about as a symbol of security. Or in manufacturing companies, you want to be ISO certified. So I think if it continues, that will happen where we will have a neutral Switzerland of sorts that will come forward to be the symbol of trust.
So that brings us to the end of this episode. My concluding thoughts on this topic are, I think that if you're starting from scratch, like in my experiment, it's really easy to tell if you're buying fake followers and likes. But my guess is, if you already have a substantial following, just boosting it a little bit, it's probably a lot harder to detect. But at the end of the day, your success boils down to more than just your numbers. At some point, your reputation comes into play, your branding, how good a fit you are with a certain client, and your audience demographics. So it's not just about the numbers that you have on the page. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit like and subscribe and the little bell so that you get notified every single time a new episode comes out. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!